Hello everyone, this is Dan Gaming today again. If you didn't see my last video today, I made a Vine video if you want to check it out. It's being canceled, but at the end of the day, if you're watching this video, you just want to watch the stuff about the MacBook. So I'm going to give you this video about all the simple stuff to know about the new MacBook. I won't get into the crazy specs of it or anything. I'm just going to let you know what I think the average person wants to know about the new MacBook, and I'll give you some things to know here and there, but this is what I think most people will want to know about the new MacBook. So let's get into it. There are two different sizes as usual, 13 and 15 inch. The two models are both slimmer and smaller in volume, and they're going to weigh about 3 pounds, so not too much space taking up there. They're also going to have a Force Touch trackpad that'll be 2 times as big as the ones on the previous models because the new architecture or whatever allows it to be bigger. It's the new Force Touch style over mechanical allows it to be bigger. Not too important, but at the end of the day, you're going to have more space to drag your fingers over. And you're also going to have the main thing that everyone saw instantaneously. This is the big thing that everyone's going to know about this. It does have something called the new Touch Bar. It's an OLED screen that's touchscreen, and it's going to be a strip to replace the function row of keys on your keyboard. So what do you do with it? Why do we have it? Apple thinks that the function keys are old, outdated technology, kind of like the headphone jack, but we'll get into that later. And so what they're doing is just letting you have a programmable, a mappable set of function keys and a little screen for whatever your application you're in. So whatever is on the screen can change what is on your function row of keys, and it will vary depending on what application you are. There are application-specific things to be changed on the touch bar, which I think is really cool. It's really great if you're a video editor in Final Cut or if you're a photographer in Photoshop. That's another interesting point. It is open to third-party developers. Apple is sometimes iffy about third-party stuff. They like to do everything themselves, but they are opening up third-party support, it seems, so that's nice to see. You can remap some keys as well. So this is where your escape key is going to be. This is where your volume and brightness keys are going to be. You can remap and change the location of these things and add some new things in if you want. If you want to make a full screen button or whatever, that's all going to be done through this bar here. And so yeah, it will also have a Touch ID sensor in the top right side because Apple really wants to push Touch ID, which I don't see many people using. At least on the iPhones, people don't use it as much, at least from what I've seen. But who knows? Maybe this will encourage more people. This is the next two things going to be more the technical stuff. But I think that some people want to know about this. Their processors are going to be the i7 or the i5. These are Skylake generations, which means they are last gen, which is not great, but it's whatever. Apple's going to take the cheap route. 15-inch MacBooks will have the i7 only, which is nice to see, and they're going to be quad-core, always nice. The 13-inch will have either an i5 or i7, depending on how expensive you want to go, but sadly they will both be dual-core. You cannot get a quad-core if you buy the 13-inch version. They're also both going to have the 15-inch is going to have the new AMD Polaris GPU architecture, which will have 4 gigabytes of VRAM, which is 2 times better than last generation MacBook. And the 13-inch MacBook will have new Intel Iris graphics, slightly upgraded from the last generation. These are both upgrades, not major, I don't think, or they are. Apple would say they're major, but I don't think many people are going to find this too crazy. But I think it's definitely a noticeable improvement. This is also going to be helped by the better screen, but I'll talk about that later as well. But the graphic upgrade will just mean that you're going to have, mostly for people that like to do photography in Lightroom, or if you are someone that likes to do a lot of stuff in Photoshop, this is where most of your stuff is going to be, or if you're a video renderer, if you do a lot of that stuff, that's where the new GPU is going to help, but that's about it. There's not much gaming. They said about 70% better gaming or 60% better gaming. That's fucking whatever, because people don't game on Macs. Also, what we're going to talk about next is my English is fantastic today. The connections, there are going to be 4 USB-C ports, no regular USB ports. This is not too surprising. It is Apple. They like to push out all the technology we all love. USB-C ports mean that you can charge your computer from any port, though, which is kind of cool. There is no MagSafe like on the last generation MacBooks, which I don't like, but I guess we'll have to get over it. This does mean that you can connect your MacBook up to different monitors, because there will be many different dongles or connections you can get. and that does also mean that you're gonna have much more space around the sides. There won't be as much stuff cluttering up your side, which some people don't like. I guess if you're gonna be super neat about everything, other people don't like it. However, these speakers are going to be better than the last generation of MacBook, and on the side where the USB-Cs will be, is going to be a headphone jack. Even though Apple talked, 2 weeks or not 2 weeks, maybe 2 months ago about the iPhones, how the headphone jack was a waste of time, they are bringing back the headphone jack, or at least keeping it in for the new MacBooks, which is definitely a nice thing to see. And the battery will be about 10 hours on both models of the MacBook. That is about it. That's all I got. New screen is going to be better, 25% better color range. Not too much to see there, I don't think. That's what I think most people buying the MacBook are interested in. If you want technical, you want to get super into it, you can go to the Apple website and find all that there. Just try to condense it all down to what I think the big points are. I want to thank you all for watching, though. I hope you all have a great day today. I will have some videos later in the week or on the weekend, probably. And I'll see you all then. Peace.